everyone, and welcome back to Formula Students 2025.
They are first, they are the fastest, and they are the loudest.
You probably all know where Formula One drivers come from. From karting through F4, 3, 2, all the way to the queen of motorsport. But have you ever wondered where the team members and engineers who build these cars come from? Today, I'm at a forge for such talent at the Formula Student Competition in Poland. Formula Student is a one-of-a-kind engineering competition. The concept was born in the 80s when someone had the idea to let students build their own race cars and then test them on the track. Today, the competition takes place in 20 countries and attracts hundreds of spectators.
But I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you're moving too fast for me.
Technical university students build their own single-seater race cars, starting from the first line on a piece of paper through designs in computer programs. They create suspension parts, the engine, or aerodynamics, all the way to track testing. Everything according to the regulations, just like in Formula One. The teams function like small companies. They have their leaders and teams responsible for car construction, marketing, securing sponsors, and logistics. There are over 800 teams worldwide, including 12 in Poland. The competitions often take place on tracks you know from Formula One, such as Hockenheimring, Hungaroring, or the Red Bull Ring. The cars are divided into 3 categories: internal combustion with a hybrid option, electric, and autonomous. But before they hit the track, they must pass a rigorous technical inspection. The rule is simple: if you don't pass, you don't start. The competition is divided into 2 events: static and dynamic. In static events, engineering, management, and logistics skills are tested. In the dynamic ones, first is acceleration, which is a 75-meter sprint. Second is the skid pad, a tight figure-8 measuring grip in the sharpest turns. Then autocross, something comparable to Formula One qualifying. And most importantly, endurance, 22 kilometers with a driver change halfway through. The performance is impressive even to the world of Formula One. The fastest 0 to 100 acceleration was actually achieved by an electric Formula Student car. The Formula Student Competition in Poland takes place once a year at the end of August at the Autodrome Słomczyn track. It's not only an opportunity to see the cars in action on the track, but also in the pits to talk to the students and see where future Formula One engineers gain their knowledge and skills.
Precision, passion, speed. Formula Student, the future starts here.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, maybe now. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the final round of business plan presentation event on Formula Student Poland. 6 teams have made it to the finals. Now let's see who will prove us that they deserve the win. We will start with the electric category, and it will be followed by the combustion category. So please welcome to the stage first team, car number E03 UWB Air Racing Team Pilsen. Please give him a warm welcome. No. Oh, right now. It's okay. The stage is yours. Good luck.
Thank you. So, good evening to the jury. The luxury coffee market lacks raw mechanical emotion, and that's what I'm going to target today. Oh, well. So, brdel? So, zkus? Ale jako...
I don't know how it works.
Well,
Maybe this?
wait.
Maybe the sport is dead
Maybe.
because it doesn't even.
Like, we were testing it and it was working. I don't know.
Oh, hold on, just plug it in. Yeah.
Might be a thing with the computer because. Yeah, I know.
If you, I can change the slides. If you, I can sit here. If you look at me, I can turn it. I mean, it's the only option now. So, if it's okay, then just let me know. I will do it.
Okay.
Yeah, this is tight here.
So, everything is not perfect, but I will start again. So, good evening to the jury. The luxury coffee market lacks raw mechanical emotions, and that's what I'm going to target today. My name is Martin Dischinger, and I am the CEO and founder of the company. We engineered premium products for daily coffee rituals, targeting an elite niche that values mechanics, racing heritage, and true exclusivity. Today, I will show you how we turn a winning formula into a winning product. Our core design focuses on pure engineering, specifically the upright and the grinding core. The upright acts as our foundational chassis, ensuring a rock-solid stability, just like on a racetrack. But its true uniqueness comes from its origin. It is pulled off directly from a championship-winning Formula car, and our engine, a high-pressure grinding core, built for an absolute grind consistency. Watch closely as I play the demonstration video. The transformation from a high-speed racing component to a silent coffee grinder is seamless. We come to the market with two distinct versions. First, our standard edition. For nearly 200 euros, it delivers the raw racetrack aesthetics to your daily coffee rituals through an exact replica of a championship upright. But for the ultimate collectors, we've developed an authentic edition. This isn't a replica. This is a genuine piece of motorsport history, crafted from an actual battle-tested upright that lived on a racetrack. It offers true exclusivity and is strictly limited to 4 pieces per year. Now you might ask how we make these. Well, our production process is very simple. It follows 5 steps. First, as a former member of a Formula student team, I have direct access to proven retired championship uprights. Step 2, we need to deep clean them to make sure they are food safe. Step 3 is product assembly, done entirely by hand. And step 4 is quality control to ensure perfection. And finally, shipping and packaging. We need to package our product to make sure your unboxing experience is truly unforgettable. Now, who is our target audience? Well, it is a highly passionate group represented by our ideal customer, Mario, a 40-year-old tech professional and motorsport purist. But he isn't just looking for another regular kitchen appliance. He wants something unique, something special. He is a guy who spends his weekends watching races, and for his daily coffee ritual, he wants a tool that tells a story. He might start with our standard edition, but as his passion grows, he will target an authentic edition, not to show off wealth, but to own a piece of engineering that sparks conversations when guests arrive. Now, I will tell you the difference between us and other competing brands. When we look at the current market, all brands delivers high-quality material, but lacks true motorsport DNA. Upright Coffee stands alone in this place. We deliver both high-quality material and true motorsport DNA, whether it's our standard edition or authentic edition. What is our marketing strategy? We don't rely on mass market traditional ads. We reach our audience directly through their passions, like VIP hospitality and trackside pop-ups event. From the discovery, we guide them to purchase using a scarcity-driven direct-to-customer model. And once they convert to buy our product, we keep them engaged. With what? With our Authentic Edition Club, with track day events, and owner-exclusive coffee beans. Looking at our market analysis, our total addressable market is 1.76 billion euros in 2026, growing to 2.08 billions in 2031. Within that space, our serviceable available market is 185.2 millions, growing to over 231 millions within the same time frame. The demand for luxury coffee equipment is growing, and we are in perfect position to capture this high-end segment. Now, I need to break down a unit economics, because this is where our strategy truly proves its value. First, our standard edition. The production costs are nearly 80 euros. We sell them for 200, meaning we pocket a profit of 120. That leaves us with a solid margin of 60.4%. But for the authentic edition, the production costs even drops to nearly 60 euros. We sell them for 1,000, meaning we pocket a profit of 940. That leaves us with an unbelievable margin, over 94%. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not presenting a concept today because we already have a serious traction. We are based in Pilsen, a city with a worldwide renewed engineering heritage that gives us a massive manufacturing and logistic advantage right in the heart of Europe. We run our own e-shop to bypass retail markups and maintain full control over our brand. Feel free to scan the QR code. And our proof of concept, it is already validated, generating a solid net profit of 127,000 last year. And looking for a future, what is our expansion strategy? In 2027, as we receive our investments, we plan to deploy this capital to scale up and kick off our race marketing strategy. By 2028, we expand into B2B channels, placing our grinders into premium showrooms and luxury cafe spaces. In 2029, we expand our portfolio by introducing our own coffee brand and our own coffee accessories. In 2030, we establish our presence at the most prestigious motorsport events. And finally, in 2031, we aim for the market dominance. And we offer you an investor exit strategy. You have two options. First is owner repurchase. And second, you can go with ongoing dividends payments with the projected ROI over 113%. Looking for a future, we cannot forget to protect our downsides. We treat business risks like racing team treats safety. We engineer them out. First, we are targeting our target audience directly through motorsport event, club days, and a partnership with coffee influencers. We don't rely on a mass-scale production. We must rely on strictly controlled organic production to don't compromise our quality. And lastly, we keep our manufacturing local in Czech Republic, being backed up by alternative suppliers to make sure our production never grinds to a halt. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not just looking only for capital. I'm looking for business partners, just like you. For your 50,000 euro investment, you receive a 15% equity stake share in our company. The growth rate is 6% per year, meaning the ROI trajectory looks extremely lucrative. And your break-even point, it comes in the third year, meaning you will have your investment completely back. Now, why we might shift from electric to manual coffee grinder? Well, it is a deliberate business choice. Removing the engine and the electronics, we lower the production costs. It speeds up the production of the product and is much easier to scale up. Yes, there are some trade-offs, like the manual grinding is slower and requires physical effort. But do you remember our ideal customer Mario? He doesn't want just another push-up button appliance. He wants this, he wants true mechanical ritual. We bridge the gap between high-octane passion and the quiet luxury of your morning coffee. We've proven that winning formula creates winning product. The market's ready, the margins are undeniable, and Mario, he is waiting for his coffee grinder. We invite you to join us on this journey today. Thank you for your time and attention.
Guys, have you seen this? Have you seen what they've done? Once again, big applause. Congrats to the team Pilsen, and also congrats to the team WUT who helped the team. It was a great example of teamwork, and I'm really proud of you guys. So at the briefing, I told them that anything can happen, and guess what? They happened. And how they managed. Wow, perfect. Okay, now it's time for another team. Car number E36 TUC Racing Team. Please welcome. Just one. Thank you. Imagine a world where the green energy generated on our fields stays on our fields, powering the very machines that feed our nations. We are Voltara, and we turn locally generated solar power into reliable energy for agriculture, available exactly where and when needed.
Meet Jonas, a forward-thinking farmer ready to fully electrify his farm to increase profitability, improve everyday efficiency, and reduce emissions without sacrificing valuable working time. The foundation is already there. Field-mounted PV systems generate clean power every day. What he lacks is a solution that seamlessly integrates into his daily farming routine while providing reliable and flexible access to the solar energy. In Germany alone, agriculture machinery emits over 7.5 million tons carbon dioxide annually. Jonas wants to help reduce those emissions while moving toward full independence from volatile diesel prices.
Farmers also face a costly paradox. They feed excess solar power into the grid at low rates, only to buy back expensive electricity later, leaving around 3,000 euros of annual savings untapped. And stopping a machine for hours to recharge simply isn't an option. That's why this creates a significant market opportunity. Over 61,000 agriculture businesses in Germany have already invested in renewable energies. And with Germany targeting 215 gigawatt of PV capacity by 2030, now is the right moment to accelerate this transition, using local green power to reduce operating costs and grid dependence. That's why we built Voltara, the green energy backbone of modern farming. My name is Laura Menzel, I'm the CFO, and I'm here today with Anne Wagner, our CEO. As an interdisciplinary team, we have the right technical expertise to solve this problem at scale.
We transfer robust, high-quality battery expertise straight from Formula Student into the farming market. Powered by up to 78 kilowatt-hour battery packs, farmers can store their energy and use it whenever they need. Our system deploys directly on the field. Farmers can simply swap or recharge their batteries in 25 minutes, reducing unnecessary trips and eliminating downtime.
Let me introduce you the core of Voltara, the standard module. It combines a 54 kilowatt-hour energy storage capacity, including multifunctional charging interfaces and 6 removable battery packs in a single PV-connected container built specifically for harsh agriculture conditions. But its true strength lies in its modularity, offering custom expansion slots for up to 3 dedicated application modules.
Customers can customize the setup by adding optional function-specific modules as they scale. To unlock massive grid-scale operation, we launch our storage module in 2028, a connectable extra container that adds a massive 200 kilowatt-hours of additional storage capacity to the system. Supported by our strategic partners Klaas and Bosch, we create unique cross-functional value.
Exactly, Anne. Together with Klaas, we eliminate one of the biggest bottlenecks in electric farming, downtime. Conventional fast charging for e-tractors takes 45 minutes for just 80% capacity. Moving away from static charging, we co-developed a segment-based battery design. Right at the edge of the field, a farmer can swap the tractor battery segments in less than 10 minutes. The depleted accumulator goes right into our custom-engineered charging dock.
Our system is built to be simple and intuitive out of the box. But for maximum insight and control, our Voltara app gives farmers a complete real-time overview over their entire energy network. At a single glance, they track battery distribution, charging status, and power sources. And the market response has been phenomenal. Since entering the German market last year, we already secured over 60 paying B2B customers. Supported by continuous R&D. Building on this momentum, we want to expand into France and Spain from 2029 onward.
We target innovative, technology-driven farms over 100 hectares. These farms are highly likely to adapt agri-PV and require decentralized power. Capturing just 5% of this segment translates to 500 high-value customers, building a solid foundation for rapid scaling. Existing solutions on the market either target on indoor setups like heavy machinery capacity or depend on fixed grid ties. Voltara fills this gap with a resilient outdoor-ready solution built specifically for harsh agriculture conditions.
Our go-to-market is built on 3 pillars to maximize efficiency: event marketing at major agriculture trade fairs, affinity marketing through deep integration with our partners Klaas and Bosch, and digital word-of-mouth marketing in specialized farming forums to drive organic inbound sales. Additionally, our sales procedure is lean and built to optimize overhead. Customers configure their setups online, guided directly by our expert consulting team. Site preparation and transport delivery are handled by external partners before our team performs the precise final installation on site.
To fuel our growth, we are raising 780,000 euros for a 7% equity stake at a post-money valuation of 11.1 million euros. This investment yields an estimated return of investment of 513% after just 5 years. And with your investment, we are investing heavily in top-tier talent to scale our capabilities while expanding our facilities and production equipment to meet surge in demand. Backed by a hyper-focused marketing and sales push to rapidly acquire customers, this investment ensures we not only grow, but dominate.
In 3 years, our standard model will be priced at 36,800 euros. Thanks to our efficient assembly-focused system, your investment will help us secure an exceptional, steady contribution margin ratio of 40% from 2029 onward. We approach a cost-plus pricing strategy to protect our target average margin per module. Thanks to limited direct competition and our robust quality-driven design, our data indicates a marginal willingness to pay of plus 12%.
With this pricing strategy and our planned sales growth, we estimate to generate an estimated return of investment of a cumulative 95.5 million euros over the next 5 years. At the same time, disciplined cost management and improving unit economics allow profitability to scale alongside revenue, leading us to earn cash and operating break-even in year 2, allowing the business to finance further growth increasingly from its own operations.
But our story is not only about future projections. We already have measurable market traction today. Thanks to active units in the field, we've gathered extensive feedback from our customers. Through continuous market analysis, we establish an objective evaluation framework to systematically review features and enhance the product experience. This helps us respond quickly to changing customer needs, making R&D a key driver of continuous improvement.
Our evaluation showed us which functions matter most to our customers and should therefore remain unchanged, such as reliable storage and modular expandability. But customer feedback also revealed areas where technical complexity exceeds the value perceived by farmers. By simplifying selected functions, we can reduce unnecessary engineering effort and better align our product to daily operations, leading us to 3 key product changes. Expanding the charging time to 45 minutes with simplified thermal management, replacing selected premium components with robust but more cost-efficient materials, and removing the displays and removable battery packs from the base unit.
This shifts our value proposition from maximum flexibility to focused everyday value, reliable, decentralized energy at the point of use in a robust and more cost-efficient system. This improves several parts of our business model at once. In total, we expect around 27% lower material costs and approximately 21% higher customer demand. Lower costs allow us to reduce our standard model price to 29,900 euros, while still maintain our target EBIT margin of around 35%, making the product more accessible without compromising core customer value.
The financial impact becomes clear when we compare the outlook without and with the product changes. The optimized version combines lower material costs with higher sales volumes, allowing revenue to outpace costs. This results in approximately 45 million euro in cumulative EBIT over the next 5 years. But we recognize that simplification creates risk, such as reduced flexibility and perceived quality. We therefore preserve safety and core differentiation, move selected functions and optional upgrades, and validate the redesign through pilot testing before scaling.
The energy infrastructure of tomorrow is at a tipping point. The agricultural sector has to be more efficient and decentralized. We at Votara are ready to make that transition practical and economically attractive.
Together, we can power the next generation of agriculture, because Votara is designed for you, made for a greener tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, last but not least, guys from very far, far away, please welcome to the stage car number E68 NTHU Racing.
Mic check. Mic check. How much can a single step worth? For most of us, it's nothing. We took thousands of steps every single day without thinking. But I would like you to meet Tom. He was normal just like us, walking and healthy just like us. But one day, an injuries happened and took everything away. Walking and taking a step became the hardest thing for him. And he's not alone. There are millions of people out there suffering from mobility loss just like Tom. And to help them, they must need a rehabilitation in time. And if they don't make it, they will lose the chance to be able to walk normally forever. At Excellence, we find a solutions. My name is Giselle. I am the CEO. Besides me, it's our CTO, Sylvia, and we are going to show you how we bring back their walk, one step at a time.
For patients like Tom, recovery comes down to two things: time and repetition. Immediately after a mobility-affecting injury, the body enters a critical stage of 3 to 6 months where it has the highest capacity of relearning the movement. Triggering the relearning requires 300 to 400 repetitions per session. And yet, in typical clinic sessions, only 30 or 40 reps are delivered. 30 are delivered and hundreds are required. That is a massive gap. So how do we close this gap? The solution is simple. We bring rehabilitation back to the patient's home. Meet Excel One. By wrapping around the waist, thighs, calves, and knees, it provides a crucial trifecta of support, delivering core stabilization, leg support, and joint guidance, creating a crucial and intuitive stride, allowing the patients to practice longer and maximize their recovery. And the result, Excel One delivers up to 5 times and 10 times more steps per session and up to a recovery cut of 40% of downtime. And so how did we achieve this? In collaboration with RM Robotics, medical care with an NTHU Racing, Excel One combines a medical device professionals with our control systems from our racing days. Building an electric race car taught us 2 things: how to make precise control in microseconds and how to maximize power in minimal weight. So by adapting NTHU Racing's model predictive control, our suit predicts any next trajectory of a patient's next step. We've also miniaturized NTH Racing's kinetic energy recovery system and integrated it directly into our exoskeleton for our first prototype. But we don't just stop here.
By taking a look at this kinetic recuperation system, we found out that it was overqualified for the products. After testing with patients and therapists around that they are using every single day, we find out that what they need is not a resilience efficiency, but a device that is simple enough to put on alone by one person, or durable enough to bring it back home.
So we made a deliberate trade-off. We strip out the KR system and bring back hot swappable battery packs. So you might be asking, that's strange. Did they intentionally make their product worse? Well, the answer is yes, yes we did. But by doing so, we actually made EXO-1 better suited for the patients who actually use it. And it delivers up to a 45% reduction in our manufacturing cost. Because the best exoskeleton isn't the one with the most technology. It's the one that can help the most patient the most often.
And of course, this accessibilities came longer than the product itself. It came with our productions. With headquarters in Taiwan, we leveraging one of the world's best healthcare system and manufacturing capacities, allowing us to achieve lower production cost and faster iterations. And we understand that product medical device like this, safety standards is the most critical things. With our partnership that already achieved the safety standards that allow us to maintain low cost and also create a fast productions to meet our customers. And with this setup, it's allow us to keep our core engineerings insights in Taiwan. And excellence will be distributed through a clinical. Excellence will be introduced through a clinical professionals because we understand that patients needs a patients with rehabilitations needs excellence will be distributed through rehabilitation centers and therapists. It's the professional that understands what injuries that the patients needs. And we are operate as a business to customer models by charging a clinic with 1,500 euro per month added subscriptions.
Now let's walk us through how EXO-1 stands out in the market. First, innovation. With our model predictive control, we provide proactive assistance rather than the reactive and delayed assistance found in traditional markets. And second, accessibility. Hot swappable batteries means that there's zero downtime. So a patient can get strapped in and move in under 1 minute, with or without the help of a clinician. And lastly, meticulous care. Through our EXO-1 companion app, we track every step of your journey, giving therapists every single data to personalize your treatments. And so this gives us a continuous feedback loop. Sense, predict, assist, measure, adapt. So every step turns into data, and every piece of data turns into better assistance, making every session better and more effective than the last one. Smart, faster recovery, accessible. That is how we win the market. So with such a great product, we would need a great market. So Giselle, where can we make the most out of it?
Our greatest market lies within the European markets. With the rise of aging populations, this creates a rising demand on rehabilitation needs. Moreover, with 45% rehabilitation exoskeletons demand, this creates a rapid demand for exoskeletons like us. And to enter the European market successfully, we will be starting off with Poland's. By benefiting from Taiwan's and Poland cooperations a medical device that allow us to achieve clinical trials and regulatory oversights with the lower cost. And by taking a look at the Poland market, there is over 4 million people that need rehabilitations. And 40% of them are already actively engaging in it. And we're targeting people with a lower limb weakness, such as strokes or spinal cord injuries, achieving a serviceable obtainable market of 90,000 patients, this representing us at 45,000 units sold in the next 5 years. And in the futures, we're aiming to expand across the European market, giving us achieve a potential addressable market of 400 million individuals out there. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, you have a chance to join us with 1.6 million euro investment in exchange for 20% of our equities. 45% of your fund will be going towards productions and manufacturings, helping us expand capacities, allowing us to achieve a rapid growing demand. Another 38% will drive our sales and marketing, ensuring that we could reach our customer and build strategic partnership across Europe. The rest of the fund will be going toward research and developments, ensuring that we make our technologies keep it ahead of the markets. And this is a strategic plan towards 81 million euro in revenue in the next 5 years. And Excellence will be expecting to reach a break-even point at the second years of the expansions. This create your equities worth to go up to 10 times, representing a 16 million returns on your equities. And in the futures, as we aiming to expand, we are going to exit through an IPO or a high-value trade sales.
At Excellence, we believe that recovery shouldn't stop at the clinic door. So join us and let's give people back their next step, one step at a time. Thank you.
Okay, that was the electric category. So congratulations to all the finalists from electric. And now we're moving on to combustion category. The first team is going to be team from Poland, from Warsaw, WUT Racing.
Okay. Good evening. Good evening, investors, judges, and audience. We are Carbon Apex Engineering Company, located in Warsaw. My name is Antoni Starczynowski. I'm responsible for operations and marketing. And today, presenting with me will be my colleague.
Hi, I'm Bartosz Pietrzak, and I'm responsible for finances and production.
And our whole business idea came from a personal story for me, because this year I was facing a serious situation, which was buying a birthday gift for my nephews. And I wanted to buy them something meaningful, something associated with my passion for motorsport. So I decided to give them an RC car. So I scrolled through dozens of offers online and decided to buy one advertised as advanced and robust. And we took it to the park, and after the first hit in the curb, its chassis was completely shattered. And that led us to the conclusion, and also a problem of the RC car market nowadays, that the typical car is now a disposable piece of plastic rather than a piece of engineering. And we decided that we can change that. So we projected our prototype, presented it to the public, and made a survey for the people aged from 25 to 55. Would you buy this Carbon Apex car at this price range? And 53% of them, out of slightly over 840, said yes. So my colleague will now present to you what we've come up with.
So we have two main products, the Fun Edition car and the Pro one. but they both share like carbon fiber or PACF. They also have educational value since they are based on Formula Student cars that are pinnacle of motorsport engineering. They also have the motorsport heritage since they come from the cars that were racing on the tracks worldwide. What's more, we also want to sell modules for our cars and for cars of our biggest competitors in order for our customers to fully customize their cars and for collectors to collect limited edition pieces. Furthermore, we also want to give opportunity for our customers to come to our workshop and see how carbon fiber parts are made from scratch. And this creates loyal customers through the I build it myself psychology. We also want to offer our customers to fully repair their cars, no matter what part they broke. Also, we want to sell that to other manufacturer cars, as long as it is profitable for us. And this converts frustrated customers to satisfied ones. We have two paths of production of our cars. The first one is carbon fiber production, which consists of firstly preparing CNC molds, then doing hand layups, and then vacuum curing. The second one starts from FDM and SLA printing, and then finishing touches to these pieces. But both of them are just-in-time sourced.
So that leads us to the financial potential in this market, and it's actually quite promising. The global RC market is estimated at around 420 million euros and is projected to reach 1.37 billion within the next 9 years at the pace of growth of 13% each year. Our serviceable available market of premium electric and STEM technology cars is estimated at around 74 million euros. And as we plan, by year 5, hit the revenue target of nearly 2 million euros, it's only 3% of the sum to achieve this. So I believe that it's highly realistic and optimistic. Who are we going to compete here with? We believe that we are the only brand which merges the Formula Student technology, our knowledge, with the 3D printed step technology aspects, which we really value. Other manufacturers offer, of course, high speed, but reliant on heavy injection plastic molded forms, or the cheap plastic mass market toys, and we fit into the niche that's uncommon in this market and not met. Who are we going to sell it to? Initially, it will be, of course, parent and child bonding buyers, such as myself, and engineering enthusiasts, as I believe this group is represented by people who are tech forward, but they as well seek some kind of authenticity in this purchase. And they want to associate some kind of memories and experiences with this product. Along with the development, we will switch slightly towards the motorsport fans and pros and hobbyists, as they are very high willing to pay, and they also treat this as an investment rather than as a toy. But of course, as engineers, we have to ask ourselves a question. What if the market demands less? What if we over-engineered our product? What if we can do it cheaper, simpler, and still remain profitable? Well then, we would certainly withdraw from the Pro version of the car, as it will be unaffordable for our clients. So we would switch towards the new version of a fun car called Fun 2.0. It would cost 150 euros less, and the margin would decrease from 60% to 45%, but it wouldn't matter as much because we would hit the mass market here. And does simplicity scale faster than performance? Well, we would have to face some risk and opportunities here. Firstly, we would have to fully automate our manufacturing process towards the 3D printing 3D printers. And it would, of course, decrease our capital expenditures at the beginning, as well as labor costs, but it will be slightly technologically advanced. We would have to remove the technical barriers of our product to fit the customer needs at the mass market, and then duel in a price war with established mass market giants, which simply would take a lot of financials from us, especially in the famous nowadays social media and digital marketing would take a great amount of this money. So the data proof here is that, well, to hit the year one revenue target, we would have to sell more than twice as much products as in the original business idea. However, we would have to only reach 0.45% of our sum to hit the year 5 revenue target, as we won't be anymore in the niche, but in the mass market. And the manufacturing transition would free the 20K from Carbon Lab, which would go into purchase of a new 3D printers. But coming back to our origin business idea, we projected a 5-year execution roadmap. In year one, we would lay out the foundations of our company. We would try to optimize our processes, launch the 3D carbon production, then to be able to, in year 2, expand, release more styles of our cars, create more parts, to create a brand presence in year 3. So we would strongly focus on physical presence at events, or also investing in digital marketing, to be able to perform the IP pivot and sell our intellectual property rights to the major toy manufacturers, as it will create a great stream of revenue to be able to transform into the esports ecosystem and organize our own racing leagues and ticketed events. And how are we going to reach these clients and create the brand presence? Of course, we would use the casual social media as Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, as well as we would use paid sponsorships with YouTube creators who would record reviews of our products, as well as we have added value product here, which is free for every user app, which would provide our users with data about their car. We believe that for tech-forward clients, it will be certainly useful.
So we would like to offer you an investment opportunity of €80,000 for 15% equity. But where would this money go? Firstly, it would go to manufacturing and infrastructure, since this is the highest initial cost to start the production of our cars. It would also go to marketing and PR, since we want to become really big, really fast. Then it would go to R&D and prototyping, since we want to have a strong base design of our models. And then, of course, it would go to working capital and operational costs. We have 3 revenue projections: pessimistic, realistic, and optimistic, but we come on top in every single one of them, even in the pessimistic one. And in the realistic one, we have ROI of 181%. So, in the pessimistic outlook, we break even in the 3rd year. In the realistic one, it's the 2nd year. And actually, in the optimistic one, we break even in the 3rd year, but that's because we want to invest even more money into our infrastructure so that we can grow faster. Where would we allocate our funds? Firstly, it would go to R&D and prototyping, since we want to have a strong basis for our design and our products. And then, of course, it would go to carbon fiber equipment that is required for production and the safety equipment to ensure that we are doing everything right.
So, if you believe our vision as well as we do, we invite you to join the race with us and become a member of Carbon Apex company. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, now it's time for the next team. I believe I've already seen them here, so please welcome team Car 68 Cools Prague Formula Racing.
Kde chceš teda stát? Že? Tam? Tady? Hello? Huh? Yeah. Dear investors, welcome to our presentation. We are Hire Systems. My name is Edita Žáková, I'm the CEO, and this is my colleague Christoph Kriesel, he's the CTO.
Hi. The motorsport is changing. With big car manufacturers entering the game, of hybrids, there is a lot of new smaller teams want to compete in the hybrid races as well. In terms of hybrid systems, there is one thing, the big pressure to be efficient. And with efficiency, there comes rising operational cost. And unfortunately, a lot of small teams just don't have the money to build in-house solutions. And well, that's where we come in and fill the gap. The HIRA system, complete hybrid integrational platform. And what is inside this platform? Well, we call it the triple S. It's the system, the software, and the support. In terms of the system, you get custom ACU, BMS, everything, the whole package. It's modular, and it will cost you 22,000 euros. In terms of the software, it is subscription-based, annual software package where you get a lot of recovery strategies, a lot of diagnostics, and a lot of cloud telemetry. It will cost you 1,200 euros per year. And lastly, the engineering support. You have two options here. One is hourly based. It is, for example, if you want to come and race somewhere, you will tell us, we will come with you, and we will support you the whole weekend. The other one is per integration, and it is where you want to do the solo act, and you just want us to help you with the integration.
And who are our customers? Our main group is the amateurs endurance racing, followed by hill climbers and the track day manufacturers. We believe that these teams have the greatest ambition to succeed and improve their performance. In the total achievable market is around 5,000 teams, but we want to focus on the European market, which is around 700 teams. But in the first years, we want to sell only units of pieces, so our main market is around 30 to 40 teams. But we don't fight for these customers alone. One of the biggest brands is the Bosch Motorsport, which provides professional hybrid systems, but they are very expensive and out of reach for the smaller teams. In the middle, we have, for example, Cosworth, but they only provide electronics and control systems, not the whole hybrid kit. And of course, the teams can develop their system in-house, but it is always very time-consuming, expensive, and risky. And in terms of integration and cost, we provide high integration for a low cost besides our competitors. But what makes us really different?
Well, we built the join. First, when we started thinking about getting into the hybrid system game, we wanted to be the top dogs, the 99% company, the high-performing one. But after careful market analysis, we found out there is a big gap in the entry systems. Well, and with less customization and predefined systems, you will get lower costs, a faster adoption, and also lower risk. You will get errors while configuring your system. And obviously, we understand our risks. We will lose the top-tier teams chasing the maximum performance. And we are okay with that. We are targeting the smaller teams that are starting in the hybrid era. We might also get perceived as the budget option, but I think we have something mitigating that, and that is our modular design. As you go with us, with the support, with the software is being updated, and also you can customize your design and you can grow with us. And what about the body, Edita?
As I already mentioned, we plan to sell units of pieces. We don't want to sell like thousands of kits. So in the first year, we want to sell only 5 kits and slowly accelerates to more number. But it's not only focused on the revenue model. Through the year, we want to expand the revenue from the software and from the support. So in the year 5, we want to have 70% from the hybrid kits, and through the years, we want to have more revenue from the software and from the support. In terms of costs, the prices thing is the battery system and the electric motors, and our total cost to make one kit is 15,000 euros, which give us 7,000 euros for margin. And of course, as every business, we are not in the green numbers from the beginning. So in the first years, we wanted to focus on the development. then have our first customers, our pilot customers, then start to scale, then break even, and then have a profitable growth through the years. And of course, everything cannot go always as planned. So if the demand is lower, we are expected to break even in the year 4 with the production of 70 kits and with the ROI 1.8. As the base scenario was already shown, so the break even is expected in the year 3 with the revenue 2.3 million euros and the production of 124 kits. Sorry. But if everything goes really well, we are expected to break even in the year 2 with a revenue of 2.9 million euros. And of course, with the different demands go different risks. So if the demand is high, we are expected to have increased supplier capacity and expand to more markets and have a second accessible line. And if the demand is lower, we only build to order. We focus on our software and on our support and have inventory for not finished goods.
And this is your part. This is when you come in. We are asking for 350,000 euros for 18% equity in our firm, which will give you 310% ROI after 5 years. And how will we invest the money? Well, 40% will go into the production development, 30% will go into manufacturing, 20% into market entry, and 10% into operations. And why invest now? Well, it is battle-tested system from Formula Student. We are targeting an exact market gap. We are expected to break even in 3 years. And what is today 350,000 euros will give you a 2.9 million business within 5 years. Make motorsport of the future with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, the last team for tonight, so please be patient with them and please give them a warm welcome. This is the first time they're going to present on a big stage, so guys, are you ready? Okay, let's wait. Okay, Cerber Motorsport, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, investors. We are Aqua Precision, built within Cerber Motorsport at Białystok University of Technology. We turned the engineering discipline of precise liquid delivery from Formula Student into intelligent water and nutrient delivery for high-value agriculture. Today we are asking you to look beyond irrigation as infrastructure. We see it as a control decision system, one that reduces resource water, lowers operational risk, and creates measurable value for farms. Our presentation is built around one simple idea: detect, decide, deliver. To understand why this matters, imagine a farmer facing a dry week. Imagine managing a high-value crop during a dry week. You have water, you have irrigation infrastructure, but different parts of the field have different soil conditions, moisture levels, and crop needs. Yet many irrigation systems and decisions are still made using fixed schedules, water forecast, and manual experience rather than current field conditions. When that decision is wrong, water may be applied too early, too late, or where it's not needed. This increases input cost, raises the risk of nutrient loss, and exposes crop quality to avoidable risk. The issue is not only water availability, it's a precision problem. The market already has equipment that moves water. The gap is in the decision itself. Existing irrigation systems are effective at distributing water, but distribution is not a decision-making. Farmers need to know which zone requires action, when it requires action, and how much water or nutrient solution should be delivered. They need measured field conditions instead of one-size-fits-all schedules. Aqua Precision closes this gap by connecting sensing, decision-making, and controlled physical delivery in one platform. Building that platform requires more than an app. It requires reliable engineering. Mikołaj will show where that capability comes from.
I am Mikołaj Iwanowski, Chief Technical Officer and co-founder of Aqua Precision. I lead product architecture, research and development, and irrigation system optimization with a biotechnology and soil plant focus. Julia Truskowska, our CEO and co-founder, leads commercial strategy, fundraising, partnerships, and investor relations. We are building Aqua Precision within Serber Motorsport. Our starting advantage is our experience in developing reliable systems where fluid delivery, pressure, control, and data must work together under real operating conditions. That brings us directly to vehicle number 105. This is the fuel rail developed by our team and integrated into vehicle number 105. It is a functional, vehicle integrated component designed to distribute liquid reliably under pressure to multiple injection points. It is not an off-vehicle tool, and it's not a purchased component that we simply sell. This component is the engineering origin of Aqua Precision. From it, we transfer 4 core principles: controlled flow, pressure management, precision dosing, and robust mechanical packaging. We are not placing a fuel rail in field. We are re-engineering those principles into agriculture manifold and control architecture designed for irrigation, nutrient delivery, field conditions, and serviceability. This is our direct path from formula student engineering to a for-profit commercial product. Based on this engineering foundation, Aqua Precision operates in 3 connected layers. Aqua Precision integrates 3 layers: detect, decide, and deliver. First, detect. Soil, climate, and system sensors provide the field conditions needed for an irrigation decision. Second, decide. Our AI-assisted decision engine combines field data, weather information, and crop-specific rules to create weather-aware zone-level recommendations. Third, deliver. Our controlled flow agriculture manifold applies water and nutrient solution to required zones. The mobile application closes the loop. It gives the farmer live zone status, recommendations, alerts, history, and manual override. Aqua Precision supports better decision, but the farmer always remains in control. Now that the product is clear, Julia will show you how this becomes a scalable commercial business.
Our model combines hardware, recurring software as a service, and optional service revenue. Hardware starts the relationship. Sensors, the controller, the agriculture manifold, and installation create the first commercial deployment. Software as a service compounds on their installed base. The annual subscription provides the decision engine, mobile app, weather irrigation, reporting, cloud infrastructure, and updates. Service contracts add support, maintenance, and future upgrades. This is important because we are not building a one-off equipment seller. Every installed system can generate recurring revenue and a long-term customer relationship. But a high-value B2B product is not sold through likes or follower counts. That brings us to our deep dive topic, digital marketing. For Aqua Precision, digital marketing is not a follower count exercise. It is a measurable acquisition system that converts trust into qualified farm audits and qualified farm audits into paid pilots. Our target is high-value farms with multi-zone irrigation. First, we attract relevant prospects through SEO, educational content, and Google search, because these channels reach farmers who are actively researching irrigation performance, water savings, or soil monitoring. Second, we convert interest through a controlled pilot applications, pathway, and farm assessment. Then we qualified leads with field case studies, webinars, email sequences, and remarketing until they are ready for a farm audit. The funnel ends with a paid pilot, followed by a full installation. Our core objective is qualified pilot applications, not vanity metrics. We allocate 57,000 euros, equal to 20% of our funding round, to a 12-month digital program. Every channel is evaluated by its ability to generate qualified audits and pilots. If it does not perform, we reallocate capital rather than increasing spend. This disciplined acquisition model must be supported by a quality disciplined installation economics.
The BPEFS you received contains our complete 5-year projection. Here is the economic engine behind it. Each installation generates upfront hardware revenue, and each active farm adds annual software as a service revenue and, where required, service revenue. In year 1, our hardware average selling price is approximately 23,000 euros. Estimated cost of goods sold is approximately 14,950 euros. That creates a unit contribution margin of approximately 8,050 euros per system. Our system as a software subscription adds 1,500 euros to 2,400 euros annually per installation. As the installed base grows, recurring revenue becomes an increasingly important part of the business. We target positive monthly EBITDA in month 18. Full year EBITDA becomes positive later because it includes earlier launch and scale-up costs. Our principle is simple. Validated deployment economics first, scale second. That is exactly what this founding round is designed to achieve.
We are raising 285,000 euros for 50% equity, 40% funds manufacturing readiness, 30% funds product, data and control development, 20% funds commercial validation, including the digital acquisition program, 10% provides working capital, legal support, and IP projection. This investment is not a black check for 5-year forecast. It buys defined risk reduction. Capital is released against 4 milestones. First, 10 pilot installations. Second, measured technical performers. Third, conversion into paying customers. And fourth, deployment. The investor is funding a vehicle engineering capability, a physical product platform, and recruiting revenue business model with a disciplined road to validation.
We begin with high-value agriculture because this is where water, nutrients, and crop quality have the clearest immediate economic value. Once we validate the sensing, decision, and controlled flow platforms in farms, the same architecture can be productized for other growing spaces, green roofs, hotel terraces, campuses, and hard-to-access commercial landscapes. Our long-term vision is one platform for every growing space. However, our submitted financial model is based on Farm Pro only. Future urban applications are expansion potential, not revenue. We need to make the initial plan work. We begin where every irrigation decision matters and build the platform for what comes next.
Agro-Precision began with vehicle number 105, a system where precise and reliable liquid delivery is essential. When transferring that engineering discipline to high-value agriculture, where every irrigation decision has a direct economic consequence. Through field sensing, AI-assisted decision, and controlled delivery, Agro-Precision helps farms use water and nutrition with greater precision, evidence, and control. We are raising 285,000 euros for 50% equity to validate, deploy, and scale Agro-Precision. From vehicle number 105 to every field that cannot afford the gas. Thank you.
Okay, and that's a wrap. So once again, big applause for all the finalists. I believe it is going to be a very, very tight battle, so you will see the results at the ending ceremony. And thank you very much for your presence. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.
everyone, and welcome back to Formula Students 2025.
They are first, they are the fastest, and they are the loudest.
You probably all know where Formula One drivers come from karting through F4, 3, 2, all the way to the queen of motorsport. But have you ever wondered where the team members and engineers who build these cars come from? Today, I'm at a forge for such talent at the Formula Student Competition in Poland. Formula Student is a one-of-a-kind engineering competition. The concept was born in the 80s when someone had the idea to let students build their own race cars and then test them on the track. Today, the competition takes place in 20 countries and attracts hundreds of spectators.
But I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you're moving too fast for me.
Technical university students build their own single-seater race cars, starting from the first line on a piece of paper through designs in computer programs. They create suspension parts, the engine, or aerodynamics, all the way to track testing. Everything according to the regulations, just like in Formula One.
About being your top 10. Got a house in the hills, can you top this? I came from where
the teams function like small companies. They have their leaders and teams responsible for car construction, marketing, securing sponsors, and logistics. There are over 800 teams worldwide, including 12 in Poland.
Brethren, I need to talk, that's why
the competitions often take place on tracks you know from Formula One, such as Hockenheimring, Hungaroring, or the Red Bull Ring. The cars are divided into 3 categories: internal combustion with a hybrid option, electric, and autonomous. But before they hit the track, they must pass a rigorous technical inspection. The rule is simple: if you don't pass, you don't start. The competition is divided into 2 events: static and dynamic. In static events, engineering, management, and logistics skills are tested. In the dynamic ones, first is acceleration, which is a 75-meter sprint. Second is the skid pad, a tight figure-8 measuring grip in the sharpest turns. Then autocross, something comparable to Formula One qualifying. And most importantly, endurance, 22 kilometers with a driver change halfway through. The performance is impressive even to the world of Formula One. The fastest 0 to 100 acceleration was actually achieved by an electric Formula Student car. The Formula Student Competition in Poland takes place once a year at the end of August at the Autodrome Słomczyn track. It's not only an opportunity to see the cars in action on the track, but also in the pits to talk to the students and see where future Formula One engineers gain their knowledge and skills.
Precision, passion, speed. Formula Student, the future starts here.